All right, shalom. This GMS Wisconsin doing another installment of what's the packet called? Yeah, occultist worship of numbers, and how the elitists right here in this Kenosha, where we stay in Wisconsin, how they actually deal with numerology when it comes to sentencing people or anything, even the way they align their buildings up and have their streets set up.
This is from Occultist Worship Numbers from the forbiddenknowledge.com. It says they exchange the truth of God for a lie and worship the creature rather than creator.
Right, which they still don't know what they're talking about. But we're gonna skip over that. Let's get to Deuteronomy. I mean, read into it, but we don't want to read that part.
It says occultists place much faith in the inherent power of numbers.
Yeah, and they have to. That's because that's their law. Nah, it's coming to me. I told you.
No plan of action can be carried out without first determining two things. Is the timing of this plan of action in accordance with the astrological lineup of the stars, moons, and planets?
Right, meaning they worship the stars, planets, the solar system.
Is the timing of this plan of action in accordance with the numbers it will produce? This process is divination and is specifically prohibited by the Most High. Deuteronomy 18 and 10 to 11.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 10. It says, there shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter pass through the fire.
Right, that's passing to Moloch. And I was just telling the lady at the right here at the gyro place we was at of Moloch, because she had stars. Well, she had two sleeves on her arm, white woman, with all these stars. So I was telling her that that's the Baphomet star, got 5 points and so forth. And she particularly wanted to know what is the name of that god, and I made sure I kept saying the Baphomet, and I kept repronouncing it to her, and she kept going, oh, okay. And then I told her how I was screening her the whole time, and when I asked her certain questions, the way she responded was letting me know who she was. And when I told her how I was able to, she was like, oh, I don't worship Satan. And then I said, yes, I know you don't, because I took you through a series of questions, and your responses let me know. And she shut up after that, because she knew, like, wow, he really screamed and no. So we got to watch these devils everywhere we go.
All right, it says, there shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
Right. That's why they got a book called Secret Architects for Our Nation Capitals, and they deal with what? Numerology.
It says, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer.
Today they be your tarot card readers, your palm readers, and your mediators.
Your high officials in this, your high officials in the government, basically.
It says, for all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
Right, meaning all the other nations. And at that time, what verse you read now?
Verse 13.
Deuteronomy, that's talking about the Canaanite nations, the Africans. They worship to all them gods.
It says, thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy power. It says, for these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners.
Yeah, meaning they dealt with the solar system. They dealt with, how you say, the man that gazed at the stars?
The astrologers.
Yeah, the astrologers. They dealt with those people, and they still do today.
It says, but as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee to so to do.
Yeah, he was talking to the Israelites, the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans.
It says, the Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee.
Right, that's why we don't need nobody talking about they going to worship the solar system, because he either raised up a prophet or a seer, and our power is in this book.
Of thy brethren.
Of thy brethren.
Like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken. according to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy power in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, Let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And the Lord said unto me, They have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet among their brethren like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Right, so we was commanded to reveal all of the secrets to you people, and that's what we do on the left hand and the right. Now, why do we go, and that's it on that, but why do we do left hand and right hand? Like, why do we waste a lot of time, y'all, we'll say out there in computer land, going through these demonic, information and text and documents? Like, why do y'all do this? So we can establish the truth.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you why we do this. I'm gonna start off real quick. This Lamentation 3:38. If I can find it. Yeah, Lamentation 3:38. Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not good, not evil and good. So out of his mouth proceed good and evil. So we have to know the goodness to understand the evil. We got to understand the evil to understand the goodness. So it's a balance. But I'll let the Bible finish because they reset each other. This Ecclesiasticus 33:14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinners, and the sinners against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Right.
So that's what you actually see.
And it wouldn't be no prophets if it wasn't no soothsayers or astrologers or demons or witches or warlocks. We wouldn't even have a purpose right here.
Or no necromancers, none
Right,
of
we
that.
wouldn't have a purpose, or they wouldn't have a purpose.
Exactly.
So it's all balanced, basically.
It's necessary.
Right, they the dark, we the light, we shine the light on the dark.
Ecclesiastes chapter 42 verses 22. Oh, how desirable are all his works, and that a man may see even to a spark. All these things live and remain forever.
See, all these things live and remain forever. These necromancers, these stargazers, all of them, the
So-called white
mediators, they go all the way back to them. All the way back to them. This ain't nothing new.
For all uses.
See that? For all uses. Evil is being used. Good is being used.
It says, and they are all obedient.
See that? They all obedient. So the witches and the warlocks have to deal with numerology. Us on the right hand side got to deal with the Bible. All you guys in between, y'all on the left hand side.
Ain't no gray area.
Yeah, they don't even know it.
It says all things are double.
See that? All things are double. So it ain't no just all goodness. God is all love. That's a lie.
Duality. It says one against another.
See, one against another. So we are against the evil, the sinners.
And there with numerology, the Lord deal with numerology, because throughout the scriptures, there's plenty of times we talk about the 144,000, the elect, or 7, or 12, you know.
Or 8 meaning infinity.
Yeah.
Or you deal with David, you deal with Solomon, 40 years reigning.
Yep. All
That
the
number
kings
kept
had that
coming up.
span. Yeah.
40 years, 40 years, 40 years.
That was a generation.
Yeah.
And it says, and he had made nothing imperfect.
Nothing. See that? So the witches, the warlocks, that ain't made imperfect, because you would think that.
Yeah.
Like, man, they going off, man. That ain't made right. No, that's made perfect.
Perfect.
That's what established us, and we established them.
It says one thing established the good of another.
See that? One thing established the good of another.
And who shall be filled with beholding his glory?
See that? Meaning, which one of y'all got the 100? What's that? When you do the percentage.
Yeah, the percentage.
100% GMS. See how easy life get? They don't like that, so we got to start pushing that out.
Yep.
They don't like the elders got 100% of the truth. Because if they don't, then why ain't nobody discrediting them?
Prove them wrong.
Right, if they don't have 100% of the truth, I want to know what's taking so long. Because I'm still waiting. I was waiting 6-7 years ago when the GMS brothers woke me up, and I'm still waiting.